In a world where the pressure to conform is high and being independent can be perceived as a threat, Sigma males stand out. These individuals are renowned for their intellectualism and individuality, characterized by a resolute sense of independence, quiet confidence, and an unyielding refusal to be dominated by anyone, whether it be a boss, a partner, or a friend. Sigma males are notoriously difficult to control. Even if someone somehow manages to get them to do something, it will likely be because they have chosen to do so of their own free will rather than because they were manipulated or coerced. But what makes them so fiercely unmanageable is not a threat, but a display of their strength and courage in standing up for what they believe in. This is not to say that they reject leadership, but they refuse to be manipulated or deceived. Without further ado, here are 8 reasons why no one can control Sigma males. 1. Sigma males value their freedom above all else and will not tolerate subordination. They fiercely resist being controlled and will push back against any attempts to overpower them, seeing such efforts as a fundamental threat to their independence. They refuse to be in situations where someone is trying to impose them as subordinates and will push back against anyone who attempts to do so. This trait often leads to Sigma men being considered anti-authority, as they find the idea of being manipulated intolerable. They are incredibly challenging to control or work with. If anyone tries to force them into a subordinate position or challenges their freedom, they will not blindly follow any rules or orders that they don't agree with. They will always voice their opinions if they feel something is wrong. That being said, if everything is in alignment with their own values, they can be quite cooperative and willing to comply. However, getting them to do something against their values is almost impossible. As a result, many Sigmas are seen as loners who prefer doing things their way. They are not afraid to take a stand and fight for something they believe in. 2. Sigma males possess strong perceptive skills that set them apart. Many of them have a heightened sense of intuition and perception, which allows them to assess people and situations quickly. This perceptive ability helps them to differentiate between genuine motives and those that seek to manipulate or control them. They are less likely to fall prey to deceptive ploys or be used by others. Sigma men are often difficult to control because they possess an intuitive sense of self that enables them to see through deceit and manipulation. It's difficult to make them do something that doesn't align with their values or personal vision. Their strong perceptive skills also make it difficult to predict their behavior and control them according to predetermined plans or strategies. While it may be possible to get them to do something, it will likely have to be done in a way that doesn't involve direct manipulation or coercion. This doesn't mean they are immune to control, but it does mean that maintaining control over the long term becomes difficult. 3. Sigma males are known for their strong boundaries, which they clearly understand and prioritize. They value their personal space, time, and energy and communicate their boundaries clearly. This strength in creating and enforcing boundaries makes it challenging to control them or command them. It means that someone would have to force them into a state of subordination, which is difficult for someone who values their autonomy and power. Sigma males are not easily intimidated and won't let others dictate their lives or interfere with their personal limits. They resist control and push back against anyone who tries to cross their boundaries, making them much harder to control. While some may be intimidated by their independent spirit, Sigmas view this as a source of strength and freedom. They are protective of their personal boundaries and avoid toxic relationships or situations that bring them down. They know when it's time to move on and don't let anyone control their journey. While some may view them as isolated and aloof, Sigma men are very aware of their surroundings and the people in them. They understand that enabling toxic behavior harms their well-being and choose not to be around it. 4. Sigma men are known for their pragmatic thinking, and their ability to assess situations with an analytical, impartial mindset. They don't take things at face value and have a tendency to use their own rules instead of following established conventions. This makes them difficult to control, as strategies that work on others might not work on them. Sigma men are highly practical and shrewd, and their unconventional mindset makes them hard to predict. They don't conform easily to the expectations of others, which can make them appear rebellious without a cause, but in reality, their motivations and values often lead them on their chosen path. Their ability to think objectively and form their own ideas and opinions gives them the freedom to make choices without being influenced by others. Their minds are fortresses that are difficult to penetrate, which protects them from unnecessary influence and manipulation. 5. Sigma men are known for their reserved and mysterious nature. They tend to keep to themselves and choose their words carefully, making it challenging to get to know them. This introverted nature makes it difficult to control them, as it's hard to manipulate someone if you don't know their thoughts and feelings. Sigma males are thoughtful individuals who plan their actions, rarely revealing their true intentions to others. This behavior is not malicious but rather a way for Sigmas to protect themselves by keeping others in the dark. While some may view their behavior as suspicious, it is merely a means for Sigma men to maintain their independence. They stay one step ahead of those who may try to control or take advantage of their strengths. Their mysteriousness and reserve serve as an effective defense mechanism. It is difficult for someone to manipulate a Sigma male if they can't get close enough to understand what makes him tick. For this reason, their reserved nature is a source of strength rather than weakness. 6. Sigma males have a unique approach to material possessions, status symbols, and societal recognition. They believe in living a simple, uncluttered life and do not correlate possessions or money with happiness or fulfillment. While Sigma men do not shy away from owning nice things or earning money, they do so on their own terms and only indulge in material goods when it aligns with their values and goals. It is challenging to control them through material possessions, as they prioritize living authentically over impressing others. Sigma men understand that true fulfillment comes from within, and they do not seek external validation. They prioritize their values over accumulating luxury items for show. This detachment allows them to build a strong sense of self and resist control, remaining autonomous and independent in the face of adversity. Although they may not conform to societal standards, Sigma men can still become successful and wealthy by staying true to their authentic selves. 7. Sigma men are known for their remarkable self-reliance in all aspects of their lives, including emotional, physical, and financial needs. They don't seek validation, approval, or support from others, which makes it challenging to control them. They prefer to be self-sufficient and take care of their needs rather than relying on external sources. This self-reliance also extends to their decision-making process, as they trust their instincts and follow their own path instead of conforming to societal norms. Sigma males are proactive and take action to accomplish their goals rather than waiting for someone else to do it for them. They don't let external factors dictate their actions and take full responsibility for their choices, avoiding the blame game. This makes them challenging to control since they base their decisions on their own internal motivations rather than external pressures. Even though they may not realize it, their self-reliance is a significant source of strength and resilience, making it challenging for anyone to manipulate them. 8. Sigma males are independent thinkers who refuse to conform to society's norms and labels. They do not have an interest in following the crowd and will not dress or have the same hobbies and interests as others. This independent nature is a source of strength for them as it allows them to chart their own course without being controlled by external forces. They are difficult to manipulate and are perceived as a direct threat to their freedom and independence. Their refusal to conform creates a psychological protective shield that shields them from deceit and coercion. Sigma males are lone wolves who value their autonomy and resist any attempt to control them through group pressure tactics. Their nonconformist attitude sets them apart from the crowd and allows them to pursue their own goals without any external influence. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like the video and tell us in the comments what you think of the video, and as always, keep grinding. Peace.